It's a master plan community known as the second city on Oahu. It's also one of the more affordable neighborhoods where you can get more house for your money. Welcome to Kapolei. In this video, we'll show you where Kapolei is located, things to do, types of homes and their prices, and the neighborhoods, who should live here, who shouldn't live here. We'll look at a new development in Kalaeloa called Kaulu by Gentry, and we'll also show you some financing options that are available in the neighborhood. Kapolei is located about 20 miles west of the Honolulu International Airport. It's a 25-minute drive if you're not in traffic. But if you've watched my Ewa, Ho'opili, Olina videos, you've heard me rag on traffic. Traffic sucks in the afternoon and in the morning. As long as you can handle the drive. The afternoon drive from Honolulu can really be a grind. Never mind, it sucks.
Traffic, no traffic, what's the difference?
Pretty much the same story here. Count on at least an hour and a half to 2 hours if you're in rush hour. Now, it's not so bad if you work at Pearl Harbor. It can be, kind of an easy drive, especially if you start work a little bit earlier. But if you're trying to get kids to school or trying to get to work at the normal hour of like 8 and 9 a.m., you're gonna be stuck in traffic. What's there to do in Kapolei? Well, you have Wet and Wild Adventure Park, which is the only adventure park in the state with all of these water slides besides like a resort or a hotel pool that has water slides. You've also got the lineup at Waikai now, which isn't far from here in Ewa, which is the first legit wave pool. It's rumored that another wave pool is coming here just down the road in Kalaeloa. Okay, but when you have the ocean, why in the world do you need water adventure parks? That's a great question. Actually, not too far from here is a great beach called White Plains Beach, and that's a place where surfers of all skill levels love to go. It's pretty mushy and usually blown out, but pretty safe, a little bit sharky. White Plains is located in the Kalaeloa neighborhood at Barbers Point Naval Air Station, which is now closed. But every now and then you'll see like a Coast Guard plane taking off and landing. Also, there's a lot of shopping, a lot of places to eat. Not too far from here is Kamakana-Ali'i Mall, one of the largest malls on the island. We've featured that in our Ewa video as well as our Ho'opili video. But let's go check out the shopping here in Kapolei. Oh my gosh, I totally forgot to mention Olina. So that's a really great place to go if you're looking for something to do. Of course, you can take advantage of all of the restaurants in the resorts, like at the Marriott, at the Four Seasons, at the Aulani Disney Resort. And then you've also got Monkey Pod Kitchen and Roy's. But in addition to that, you've got those beautiful, calm lagoons that you can go and enjoy. For more on Olina, check out the video we did on that neighborhood. It's quite unique. As for shopping, you have pretty much all the big box stores, from TJ Maxx to Target to Walmart to Costco to Home Depot. You also have pretty much every fast food restaurant except for Chipotle and In-N-Out Burger, boo. Now, as other shops and stores and restaurants have popped up over the years, my mom would often say, oh, this feels like the mainland, and it kind of does. Now, as far as nightlife, not really any nightlife here unless you go to a Major Reja concert at the water park. Golf? Yes. Clubs and bars? No, not really. But there's still a lot to support this growing community out here. And speaking of a growing community, we're gonna go check out a new community called Kalaeloa, which is just on the other side of Costco. There's a new development there that's releasing homes by lottery called Kaulu by Gentry. Let's go check it out. Welcome to the latest development, the future of Kapolei, Kaulu by Gentry in the Kalaeloa neighborhood. Kalaeloa is going to be seeing a lot of growth in the future. Amazon is out here now. It's rumored that there's going to be another wave pool out here and lots of stuff to come. We're near Costco right now, so that's a big plus. If this home looks familiar, if you've watched our Ewa video, this is very similar to to some homes that we showed in that video of a community called North Park, also developed by Gentry. Gentry did a lot of development in the Ewa area. Now, these homes are being released by lottery. These single family homes are priced at about $920,000 and up to like $980,000. As they are released by lottery, they get released in little groups, like 8 to 14 homes at a time, and you have to apply and get all your paperwork in. But we've done this many times with our buyers, so we know the process and we're really happy to help you. There's also townhomes, and these townhomes are starting at about $610,000 for a 2-bedroom, 2 2-bath. Those are in the reserved housing category, so you do have to qualify. There's maximum income requirements there, and you have to live in it for 5 years. There's a lot of other caveats involved there. Again, this is a process that we've been through, so we're really happy to help you. Those are also being sold by lottery. So know that when you see a release in the newspaper or online, don't ever get discouraged or feel like, oh my gosh, I missed out. Now, while these are going to increase in price as each release comes, it's really small. And this is, again, a great way to get into home ownership. Kapolei is an area that's growing, and why not move yourself into a beautiful brand new home that smells good and has a nice flow and has really nice design. Now, of course, what you see here doesn't come with the house. This is all staged and designed beautifully, but these finishes, the countertops, the cabinets, the appliances, these are typically what you can expect and what the standard would be for a new home here at Kaulu by Gentry. Kapolei has a mixture of houses and townhouses. There's no high-rises here. Most of the homes were built after 1990, although you will find homes that were built in the 60s and 70s down the road in Lower Makakilo and also in Honolulu, which is right outside of Olina. Right now we're in Makakilo. We're going to check out a house. Now this is kind of typical of the construction you'll find in this area, although it's not typical because this house is really on the higher end. I hear it's pretty sick. Let's go check it out. I mean, check out this house. It's pretty awesome. You can tell by the echo that this is a big house. Now we're going to walk through the house a little bit more as we talk about types of homes and pricing just to keep it interesting. But just so that you know, the major developers in this area are D.R. Horton, Castle and Cook, Schuler Homes, and Gentry. So you can kind of get an understanding for what these homes are like. Check out our Mililani video also if you want to see the types of homes that are here in Kapolei and Makakilo. The lots are relatively flat. They're clearly drawn. Now as you come up here to Makakilo, it's a steep drive up and down, but you'll be greeted with beautiful views of the ocean, of the Ewa Plain, and of Diamond Head. Actually, let's step outside and look at Diamond Head right now. Now this is what makes Makakilo Makakilo. This view of Diamond Head, the view of the ocean, the view of the Ewa Plain, and these nice fresh trade winds, which aren't as fresh as they normally are. Now, I used to live up here with my sister back when I was in my 20s. She was Miss Hawaii. We were two broke girls renting a 2-bedroom, 2-bath townhome. And Koa also bought his very first townhome up here. And so we have these nice loving feelings towards this neighborhood, as we do with many neighborhoods on the island because we've lived in so many of them. Now, Makakilo is a special little neighborhood. Right now, it's outperforming the rest of Oahu. Prices on Oahu are down about 4.5%, but Makakilo prices are up about 4%. Now, there's not a lot of inventory up here, not a lot of houses come up for sale, and that tends to keep prices pretty stable. This particular neighborhood is a gated community called Humulani. It's on the higher end. This house here would be over $2 million, but for the most part, Kapolei and Makakilo is a really great way to just get in and again, get a lot more house for your money. A 2-bedroom, 2-bath townhome might cost you around $500,000 here, whereas the same thing would cost about $600,000 in another neighborhood. Now, the real caveat in Kapolei and Makakilo is that the USDA loan is commonly available here or 0 down. Now, we'll talk a little bit more about financing in a bit. Check out the second floor of this place. There's so many bedrooms. It's pretty awesome. Now, the median home price here in Kapolei is about $950,000, where the rest of the island is about $1.1 million. You can expect a house here to cost you about 10 to 15% more in other neighborhoods, even if it's the same size house inside and lot. And you can also expect those other houses to be about 15 years older. Homes with views are going to be about 1.2 to 1.5 million. Homes like this that are more custom built can top out around 2.5 million. But there are a handful of homes down the street that are under 800,000, but most homes are going to land in the 8s and 9s. Now, neighborhoods like Kapolei Knolls or Mehana might be around 1.2 million, and then they get a little bit more expensive the closer you are or if you're on the Kapolei golf course. Let's talk a little bit about financing. Now, earlier I mentioned the USDA loan. The USDA loan is great because it's not available everywhere, but it is available here commonly. It allows you to put zero down. More importantly, we see a lot of VA loans in this area, mostly because these are homes that offer a bit more familiarity, that's a big word, to people who have lived elsewhere. I've also seen a handful of assumable rate mortgages on some listings. I mean, imagine buying a house or assuming a mortgage at 3.25% and 2.75%. So if you think you might qualify for an assumable mortgage or want to know more, get in touch with us. We also have a full blog post at dwellhawaii.com on assumable mortgages. More importantly, these are homes that are relatively easy to comp and appraise, so therefore VA loans are very common. But also this is a great area for first-time home buyers. Although this may not be your first choice of location, it's just a great place to get in, especially with more growth on the horizon. We're gonna talk about who should live in Kapolei and Makakilo, our take anyway, but before we do that, we're gonna check out this basement part of the house, or it's like a man cave, like the ultimate man cave. I mean, every man is gonna be like, yeah, I could live there. Let's go check it out. Welcome to the man cave. It even smells like a boy in here. I don't mean that in a bad way. Anyway, who should live in Kapolei? If you like a lot of sun, this would be for you. It hardly rains out here. It's quite warm and pretty dry. If you like convenience, big box stores, you'll love it. If you like that more mainlandy feel. Also, if you like being just a little bit more remote and more in a suburb, you will love it out here. This man cave is actually pretty sick. My husband's gonna see this video and he's gonna be like, can we please move to Makakilo? And I'm gonna be like, I don't know if I can find you a house like this, but you'd probably have to make it. There's this home theater room with these super cozy chairs. I don't wanna put my feet up because I'm afraid they're dirty. You've got this home office, you've got a gym, you've got this whole co-working space. It's pretty sick. Okay. You don't want to live in Kapolei or Makakilo for the reasons that I stated, the opposite reasons that I stated earlier. If you don't like a suburban feel, if you don't like big box stores, if you want to be able to walk to the beach and ride a bike and have that more Kailua feel, this is the exact opposite of that area. It also doesn't necessarily feel like Hawaii. If you want to feel more like you're living in Hawaii though, you would look to come up here in Makakilo or to the resort gated community of Olina. Kapolei High School is one of the largest on the island with 2,300 students. Kapolei has about 20,000 residents, and this area is relatively new. Most of the development took place from 2000 and on, so anybody looking for that large American high school experience is really going to find it here. There's also a really sweet private school out here called Island Pacific Academy. It's smaller, it's grades K through 12, and it's about $20,000 per year, so it's almost on par with Punahou School. You'll also find the University of Hawaii West Oahu campus out here. So we're at the end of our video and we're trying to find a pretty place to do the ending, and it's raining. And this is after I just said that it never rains in Kapolei. If you want to like the sun, this is where you want to live. That's kind of like me saying interest rates weren't going to hit 8% and then they did. So sorry. I don't know where these clouds came from. Every now and then you'll get this weird afternoon dark clouds rain, but hey, rain makes everything green. Anyway, if there's anything Koa and I can do to help you to understand Kapolei, Makakilo, the new development at Kaulu by Gentry, or if you want to know more about other neighborhoods and what the right fit for you might be, or if you're looking to sell your home, please get in touch with us. Our phone numbers are in the description box, or you can email us at info@dwellhawaii.com.